All right, everyone, welcome back. I need these glasses off. I hate them on. All right, everyone, welcome back. GladiatEire FC with Mr. Kian McCarten.
Yep.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm asking everyone, like, what? Tell me what's going through your head. You know, when they raise your hand there. Obviously, you got the submission there,
Yeah.
but like they raise your hand, it's official.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, like happy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there was a few times in the fight where I probably pushed too soon for a finish and lost the position. So Dara just said to me going into the third round, just relax, like the finish will come. Once we're in good grappling position, the finish will come, and like it did, it came. I was on his back, threw a few shots, he lifted his chin, I felt it, boom, straight away. So happy, elated, happy, but staying grounded. You know what I mean? It's just another win, and now on to the next one.
Yeah. Was there anything in there that surprised you?
No.
Did he do anything that were like, oh, okay, you know what I mean?
I knew he was going to be hard to finish. To be honest, I thought once I got him in any sort of armbar position, it was going to be it. But obviously, he's been drilling armbars. You know what I mean? Nate beating went an armbar. So when that end of the second round, when I had him in that armbar, I thought it was tight. I thought it was going to be on good position, but you know what I mean? He done well to roll over, so that surprised me a little bit. But just stay calm, nice and relaxed.
There's a good couple armbar attempts from yourself there.
Yeah.
You had his back a lot, like for a lot of the fight. It seemed like, obviously you're very comfortable on the ground. Is that something you like? You train to do? Just immediately take someone's back like that? Because it was very much like you just sat him down. It looked very natural. Is what I'm trying to say.
I've been grappling at a high level for a long time now in SBG. Like I have great coaches there. Obviously John is the head coach at the gym, and then I have my jiu-jitsu coach in Arius, who's taught me nearly everything I know in jiu-jitsu, and then I have Richie Smullen as well, showing me the MMA side to the grappling. So I have solid people behind me, you know what I mean? So I know all my positions work, and I know I feel comfortable wherever I go. Whether I be on the ground or on stand-up, my stand-up needs a bit more polishing up, and I'll just keep working with my boxing coaching and sparring and whatsoever. But I'm comfortable 100% on the ground. Like I feel like I could go on the ground with a black belt, a flyweight black belt, no problem. And I wouldn't struggle.
Do you have a plan coming into this?
Yeah, relax, nice and relaxed. Wherever I found my shots, I was gonna stay more on the feet, bouncy, but I knew once I got to the ground that first round, the takedown was gonna come easy enough. So going into the second round, I knew pushing back up against the cage, take him down, and nice and control, relax, few shots, and I'll probably get a finish. Came the third round.
Excellent. Talk to me about like just your what's general preparation like for you in coming up to a fight, like the week of, like what do you do? Yeah,
the week of the fight is normal. It's kind of easy. It's all sharp sessions, you know.
Yeah.
Focusing on the weight, but training camp I'm always training. I'm always looking to improve. So it's just boxing pads, sparring, MMA sessions, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, strength conditioning. I'm mixing up, doing everything. I'm doing strength work. I'm doing everything. The lads above me are doing. I'm doing as well. I'm trying to do it at the best of my ability while trying to work. You know, it's hard, but if I want to get to the top of the sport and I want to do this as my career, I have to sacrifice a lot of shit. And that's something new.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of your career, like what are you planning on doing next?
Well, I'm fighting Shay Cleland the 25th of May.
Okay.
For the Iowa
flyweight
belt.
So that's
So that's gonna be a good fight. You know what I mean? Me and Shay fought before in 2022, and it was a good fight. And he's only gotten better since then, and I've only gotten better since then. So I think that's going to be a great fight. Hopefully next week he comes out of his fight with Ben Matten, no injuries, and we get the fighting. I'd say from there, that'll probably be my last amateur fight. You know what I mean? That'll take me up to 20 amateur fights, and there's not many
20.
20.
Wow.
There's not many people in the country, especially at flyweight, that have 20 amateur fights. I took every hard fight I could ever take. I took short notice fights. I took fucking last minute fights. I took the hardest fights at IMAFs. I never bitched, I never moaned. I might have lost every now and then, but fuck me, like I feel on top of the world when I fight.
Experience, it's good experience too.
If you look at the likes of Kieran Clark, he didn't have the best amateur record. Now look at him, he's 10 now as a pro.
Absolutely.
And yeah, he didn't get the fight in the world tournament because of injury, but he's probably the best bantamweight in the world at the minute. So
100%.
there you go, like.
Yeah, 20 fights. Wow.
20. That would be 20 when I fight Shay. Yeah.
I think the only other person I can, Alexander O'Sullivan comes to mind. He had 30, I think.
Yeah.
Which is that's unreal.
Yeah, and considering I only made me amateur debut in late 2021, September 2021.
Yeah,
so
you've been very active the past few
6 and 7
years.
years. So
yeah. Absolutely.
I love to fight, and as I said, if I want to do this as my career, I need to have these days. I need to have them shit days where I feel like really low about myself because I lost a fight or I didn't perform well. And I think today this fight was more for my family, my friends, my coaches. Like the past few fights, I haven't performed well, and I was more disappointed and upset about myself for letting them down, not really myself. You know what I mean? I'm very hard on myself all the time, but that's the people I want to prove to who I am. If I could say tomorrow I'll fight fucking Ian Gary and I'll beat him, they'd believe me. Do you know what I mean? So that's the kind of people you need to impress. No, not nobody outside of the cage. No one else that's here that I don't have affiliation with or anything like that. Like it's family, friends, coaches. That's
Do
what I'm trying to go
you
for.
have anyone that in mind for a pro debut?
No organisation. Like I'm open for all offers. Do you know what I mean? I think my experience will stand to me when I go pro, and I'll show my levels at pro, and especially when I have all them weapons. Like I'm eager to throw elbows now. I'm eager to throw knees, but whatever comes, when the time comes, I'll think about it. You know. But for
Okay.
now, I'm focused on Shake Lean. I'm not going to overlook him. I know how good of an opponent he is.
Right on. Okay, so I ask a lot of the SPG guys this. When you're looking at eventually going pro, like you are definitely going to make this a career.
Yeah.
And your team knows this. John knows this. Narius knows this.
Yeah.
Like, do they sit you down and they have a talk with you and they're like, this is kind of the path you need to be on, or do they
Yeah.
just kind of take it step by step, or as it comes?
And no, do you know what I mean? Like there's no in MMA. It's not like football. It's not like you sign a contract and you play 100 games. You know what I mean? You might sign a contract and then that falls through, or you lose the fight, then you get dropped. You know what I mean? There's a rough plan. Everyone has a rough plan. Coaches tell you how you have a rough plan, and you all come together and you agree and you see what's best for you and your career, and you go from there. And then you take a fight by fight after the rough plan is set in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me your opinion on the state of Irish combat sports at the moment.
Striving.
Absolutely.
Striving. Do you know what I mean? Striving for the fucking right reasons as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's no bashing us in the media on like world fucking media, any shit like that. You know what I mean? We're striving. You seen last night Cage Warriors, like that was crazy to see.
Yeah. Oh, there was a fantastic card to hold everything.
Lads that I trained with and competed with on the Irish team, Keith Kyo, do you know what I mean? And then like
Yep.
Alexander Sullivan, like you said as well, he was there. And then like there's other lads, like young lads still, like Kieran Brady, Max Lally, fucking Connor Solomon, like there's all these lads. And then we have other big shows. We have PFL, boys on in PFL in Belfast in a few weeks, and then lads in the UFC and people everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So for such a small country where it's mad the amount, and yeah, it's nothing but inspiring to, especially to train with all them lads day in day out.
Absolutely. All right, look, give me last question here.
Yeah.
Give me a piece of advice that you would give to somebody who's interested in combat sports, but maybe they're just a bit nervous about going to their local gym.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say to them to get them through the door?
Do it. Fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, like, the highs of standing here right now, whether you win, lose, or draw after a fight, you'll feel on top of the world. You'll feel better. You'll feel walk down the road with a bit more confidence. And it's not about being the hard man and punching people around all the time and, oh, I can beat him in a fight. It's not about that. Like, just, it makes you a better person and can express so many shit like anger. And then there's all